Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Paul Millsap out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Julius Randle. Beasley is out there with Fultz. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bryant in at center. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Beasley outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Beasley's got the first points up on the board for the Timberwolves.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
It's Porter outside. Beasley with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Isaac takes no time getting his shot off. He's got a lethal, quick release.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Now here's Porter. He's covered by Isaac. Murray outside. From downtown, here's Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Randle no good. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Fultz. 14 points from him the last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Here's Murray. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Pass to Valanciunas. Brown against Beasley. And it's Brown missing for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level, the late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game, to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
To the middle. That's good from Randle on the assist from Fultz.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Brown the pass to Murray. Back to Brown. Buries it from 3-point range. Brown's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
group substitution now for Minnesota. Taj Gibson's checked in for Bryant. Portis comes in for Randall. Okogie's checked in for Isaac. And Alonzo Trier's subbed in for Malik Beasley. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Paul Millsap. Morris is checked in for Porter. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Murray. Here's Brunson. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul. Brunson finds Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Now Brown. 5 points in the game. Clock at 4. Good on the triple.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Fultz looking around. Shoots over Brunson. Fultz no good. And here's Denver. They're on a 14-6 run. And the basket is good. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. Outside Gibson. Pass to Portis. Takes it out to Gibson. That shot missing. And Denver the other way now. Last time they met was in Denver.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Here's Portis following the basket by Mason Plumlee. Portis kicks to Fultz. Just 5 to shoot. And the number 1 pick in 2017, Markelle Fultz out of Washington. 6'4". Clark, you think he's more of a point guard or a 2?
Well, you know, at Washington, Kevin, I thought he showed the ability to score and assist at a high level. Coming out of college, I thought he had a chance to be really dynamic in both areas. Time will tell if that's the case, but I think playing the point could take some of the pressure off of his shot as he regains confidence in that part of his game.
The first one falls.
And, you know, Fultz is a guy who can easily take over a game if you give him an opportunity to. He's very confident and has remarkable decision-making skills.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, leading by 5. Here's Morris, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got 7 points in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Brunson, and he lays it straight in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you can.
He let it fly, and he gets it.
Boy, was that deep.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Denver on top, up 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Denver.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first half.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Bobby Portis out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Markelle Fultz. And it's a Kogi in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closer. It seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
And I'll tell you who I feel for. The Wolves fans. One playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and you know, they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but they've done very little winning with that talent. I think the good news, though, when you want to spin it positively, they still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young.
And the Nuggets, a very strong rebounding team.
Yeah, you know, not just on defense, but on offense as well. First in the league in second chance points. Have a lot of players that are active on the offensive glass.
6 to shoot. Morris passes to Valanciunas. No good on that one. Timberwolves trail by 6. Beasley outside. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Randall against Grant. 5 to shoot. Grant gets a handout, and he recovers it.
I like watching Grant work hard on the defensive end. He puts great effort into that end of the floor. He's good at pestering whoever he happens to be on, and his long reach helps him do that.
And finished off by Fultz.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Beasley, and Grant sends it back. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much as the officials send him to the line. And he'll shoot some free throws. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Kept alive. Danny battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And, you know, even though in today's game floor spacing is all the rage, the last 5 years the Wolves attempted the fewest threes in the league. And when they did shoot them, they didn't make very many of them.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Isaac passes to Randall.
Putting the defender in the popcorn maker. I mean, Randall developing more tools every day.
The Timberwolves have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6, and he makes the first. All free throws good from Randall. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Morris dishes to Murray. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Minnesota, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Now here's Beasley. He's got 6. Bucket 6. Another miss by Minnesota.
You know, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the 1 in the first.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on Minnesota.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
He's off on the first. All right, Clark, game is on the line. 1 free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Trier's checked in, and Bryant wide open. He shoots, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Denver in the lead. Brunson the pass to Millsap. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Love watching Millsap go to work inside. He's a pretty smooth operator in the paint. Good footwork, good strength, and good touch.
And it's Bryant missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Porter kicks to Brunson. Murray outside. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Now it's a 6-point Nugget lead. The pass to Isaac. Here's Randall. No good. Shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Millsap dishes to Murray. Plays it up and banks it in. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Here's Brunson. It's stolen. There's Trier with the 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
Swimming.
After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
I was super.
And that does it for our halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Markelle Fultz has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Brown, and it's Murray in at the 1. They get it again, and that one is good. Valanciunas has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Denver.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Randall.
And one thing the Wolves have done well over the past few seasons, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, you know, they squeeze it well. Low turnovers can be a double-edged sword, though. If you don't make many mistakes, maybe you're not being aggressive enough.
Murray side. Passes it to Valanciunas. Over Beasley. Again, the Nuggets score.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Randall. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. Brown the pass to Millsap. Brown trying to free himself up. That one misses. Timberwolves trail by 6. And taken away by Brown. And Brown throws it down.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Taj Gibson's checked in for Bryant. Bobby Portis comes in for Julius Randle. And Okogie subbed in for Malik Beasley. The Nuggets also changing it up. Plumlee is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Michael Porter. 6 to shoot. Here's Gibson, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Count the basket. The Nuggets leading by 7. Morris outside. Plumlee trying to break loose. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Portis, the bounce pass. Isaac with the ball. Brown on him. Isaac kicks to Portis. Here's Okogie. Sweet little floater. Okogie's got 4 this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Brown drives in. No good off the back of the rim. Timberwolves trail by 7. Folks, the pass to Isaac. 1:37 left to play in the third. And Gibson kicks to Fultz. Beyond the arc. Denver grabs the miss. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. We're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
And here's a look at some numbers for Plumlee. How he did last season. He was around 7 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Alonzo Triers checked in for Minnesota. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jeremy Grant comes in for Plumlee, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Monte Morris. Here's Okogie. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Portis. And there's the pass to Okogie. Shoots over Grant. Okogie misses. Denver leading by 7. Brown outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Minnesota now the other way.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
Okogie, the pass to Gibson. To the inside. Clear. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Gibson. Randall comes in for Bobby Portis. And it's Malik Beasley in for Isaac. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Michael Porter in for Murray. Good on both. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. That will count. Can't connect. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
We have to make a stand defensively, fellas, okay? We're not going to be able to outscore them the whole night. We got to get defense into the game.
Well, Mike Malone, a defense-first coach, certainly pleading for more of an effort on the defensive end.
And, Kevin, it just hadn't been here tonight. Coach doesn't sound happy at all.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Trier. Julius Randle is out there with Thomas Bryant. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Randle. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Offensive rebound. Okogie. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Understands his role, does his job, and he did it right there, Greg. The timing couldn't have been better.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Trier, that's good.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Millsap looking it over. And it's Grant in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Connects from 3-point range. Grant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Ryan against Millsap. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Brown with the drive.
And Brown is quite aggressive. I mean, a masterful penetrator who can take it to defenders when he drives.
Trier passes to Bryant. Here's Okogie. Here's Randall, guarded by Porter. Shoots a fader, and it's good for 2.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randall working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
Denver calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Josh Okogie. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Trier. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Grant. And it's Jamal Murray in for Jalen Brunson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the boards. They've got to keep it up.
And let's get your take, guys, and the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
The first one falls.
You know, it took a little time for Millsap to develop and blossom into the NBA player he is, but once he did blossom, this guy became a star quickly.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Minnesota. Both free throws good for Millsap.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
To the middle, here's Beasley. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Porter. Kicks it to Murray. Passes it to Valanciunas. The dish to Porter. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. And with that, the Denver lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Isaac.
Man, I like how poised Isaac is. Excellent calmness and control. That's impressive for a young guy.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Valanciunas. That misses off the backboard.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Isaac misses. Denver leading by 5. Here's Porter. And another miss by Denver. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Isaac finds Portis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Kleba's checked in.
Great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They lead by 2. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Valanciunas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
And the Timberwolves call time. They trail by 4. 1:31 left in the game. .31 left to play here in the fourth. Right side, Portis to the right side. Over to the wing. Pass to Isaac. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it.
Cannot get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
The first, and that puts them up by 5.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer and defender.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
And Portis throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Shot clock at 6. Brown the pass to Valanciunas, and it goes down 2 points. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Minnesota. Outside Portis. That one's not going to go. Nice steal from Valanciunas. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and that's an intentional foul. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And here's Hernan Gomez outside. And Lee pulls it down. Brunson with it. So we see Denver get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it for